This is going to be a reading in the constellation of Aquarius. Aquarius, star of the show. The Aquarius energy teaches us to embrace our sensuality, to embrace your nakedness. So make sure that you guys are all going outside. And if you've got a private place, make sure that you're taking off your clothes and you're learning to tan your entire body. The biophotons from the sun are extremely healing and re-energizing. It causes the age reversal to take place in the body. It begins to repair the body, the damaged cells. It also speeds up digestion and helps your food digest. The sun increases the mood to serotonin levels, dopamine inside the body. So make sure you guys are also doing the same thing with the moon. Going outside and getting starlight, getting moonlight on every bit of your body. You're going to notice in a few sessions, you're going to start feeling a lot better. A lot better. You begin to get more energy, more clarity, more focus. This is also teaching us to take what we learn on our trip here and begin to pour it back into the collective. Right? So we learn different aspects on how to teach, how to heal, whatever that is. So we learn to develop our gifts and abilities, right? And we learn to turn back and help the collective by sharing it. So make sure if you're an Aquarius right now, you need to be sharing your knowledge with the world. The Aquarius energy is one of the most psychological signs in the zodiac. We overthink the shit out of everything. I'm a double Aquarius with a Scorpio moon. So that overanalyzation, it's a tool. Most people don't use it the correct way. The correct way to use this is to be using your mind to be breaking down and analyzing every aspect of reality. We begin to develop a construct, an understanding of where we are, who we are, and the path that we are on. As we do that, we begin to develop our skills and abilities in communication, and we learn to broadcast, to project our abilities out into the verse, to share, to make videos, to tell your adventure, to tell your story, whatever that is. So make sure that you guys are putting yourself in a place of learning to share your gifts and abilities with the world. So whether that's starting a new business and selling your art online, whatever that is for you. Right, so make sure the Aquarius energy is a sign to be watched in the zodiac. Right, they are the forefront, the leaders. We're in the age of Aquarius right now. The age of Aquarius shifts us from Pisces, the age of believing, which your parents and their parents before them believed everything people told them. They're the most gullible generations, 65 and older. Right, so they believed everything they were told. This day and age is the age of Aquarius. We have instant connection to information. We are in the age of knowing. We don't believe anything anymore. So make sure you guys are taking the time to evaluate your gifts and abilities so that you can share that with the world. Right, for the Aquarius, I'm looking at recently, you guys, some of you guys, this has already happened. For some of you guys, this is getting ready to happen. I'm looking at you guys going into the void, entering a place in your life that is void of people, places, things. So I'm looking at things leaving you, situations breaking apart, leaving a job, leaving a partnership. Some type of taking away is going to happen, is going to take place. And if it's already happened, we learn to move through this space. This space makes you feeling empty. This is also what's referred to as a dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul is where we learn to empty every personality and character trait that you have. Right? We learn to change everything about you. So we change from one character to another. And this space is the space in between. We'll call it limbo. Right? So if you guys feel like you're in limbo in life, nothing's really happening or popping for you, then the situation's still ongoing. I'm looking at this is going to be a transition period for you. The moon speaks on the evolution of the soul, an evolution of the psyche, right? Making changes in your life, becoming something different. So I'm looking at character development taking place in your life, right? And sometimes character development can be painful. That's why a lot of people don't do it. That's why a lot of people like your parents and their parents before them, they stayed the same person their entire life. Wear the same clothes, they make the same jokes, they say the same things over and over and over again. Right, so in this day and age, this pushes you to become different. We have to shift who we are. The person that we are can't remain. Right? So I'm looking at an evolution that's taken place. I'm also looking at some type of issues with a partnership in your life. So whether this is a physical partner or your spirit, you'll call it your higher self. This is coming in upside down. This is also the Mercury energy, the Mercutio energy. Mercury just came out of Mercury in reverse, Mercury in retrograde. So make sure that you guys are picking up the lessons that you were taught, the things that happened. Right? So Mercury retrograde takes us to a place of miscommunication, things breaking down, things breaking apart in your life. So I'm looking at some form of partnership was under attack or is under attack, and I'm looking at the way we're responding. Like, you're looking at what's going on and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this shit happened again. It causes you to rethink your entire life, to rethink the way you treat people, the way you respond to heated arguments. Right? Most Aquarians aren't well equipped when it comes to responding to tense situations. So working through your anger, working through the way that you conversate in an argument is going to be extremely important. I'm looking at some of you guys looking back at your past, looking at the way things were, wanting things to be the same, trying to figure out where things went wrong. This is kicked sideways, going backwards to the past. So as we do this, as we navigate the past, it's important that you understand what you're looking at. You are looking back at the past to understand what you could have done differently, right? That's how we learn. Most people, they look back at the past and they wish things were like that, and they just keep reviewing the situation over and over again without calculated resolve, without looking at it, what went wrong? How could have things been different? Right? So, and that's what this represents. It represents the things that you're not looking at, right? The reasons why these things happen is extremely important so that they don't happen again. For some of you guys, this is the card of luck. This is the Page of Cups. When this card comes out, it's normally representing a lucky period in time. This is coming up upside down. So I'm looking at things are kind of unlucky in your life right now. I'm looking at things are kind of upside down, inverted. There's lessons you're meant to learn through this. There's aspects of who and what you are that's being brought into question. So guys, this is a good time to purge any type of toxic behavior patterns, any type of toxic ways that we respond to situations. I'm looking for some of you, I'm looking at the 2 on my dice, and it's going right into the 1, which speaks on a partnership breaking apart or being pulled in 2 separate directions, and this is a refocus. I'm looking at the ultimate outcome as a happy ending. The story has a happy ending. So things will get better right on the other side of investigation, destruction. We learn to destroy our old self. We learn to destroy bridges. If you guys are saving bridges, if you guys are staying friends or keeping somebody's phone number because you think maybe they can help you out one day, you need to push that button and blow that thing up. All of you guys should be burning every bridge you have around you. That's where greatness comes from, because it puts you in a place where you have to stand on your own 2 feet. And once you psychologically know that you don't have anybody there to help you out, so you must succeed. This pushes you to a whole nother level, especially when it comes to making progress in this place. I'm looking at petty fights and arguments in the future. So make sure that we're being mindful about the way you communicate with your partner, with your boss, with your coworker, with a stranger. All right, so we monitor your vocal tones. All of you guys, even with a kid. If you guys have a kid, listen, we're never meant to raise your voice in an argument. Never. If your kid getting onto your kid and you're yelling and screaming, if you raise your voice, you are causing trauma patterns to be created inside that child, inside your partner. All of you guys, right? So when you're screaming and yelling like that, it imprints upon the psyche, and that's something that person remembers, right? And they remember their version. They don't even remember the real version most of the time. So make sure you guys are being mindful. The way to approach these types of situations is through open communication at a monotone-based voice and never pointing the finger. Most people want to point fingers. It's this person's fault. It's that person's fault. Aquarius is a big finger pointer. Don't do that. Be mindful of your mistakes, and when you take responsibility and accountability, that's where you're building new bridges, right? We make new alliances in your life, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the destination around the corners. I'm looking at strength. This is having the ability inside of you to forge a new destiny, to forge a new life, to change the character that you've been playing the entire time you've been here. As we do that, we grow, we evolve, we become something new. We become something better. We are all evolving technology. We must embrace that. There are times when we have to learn to let go of things that aren't helping you, healing you. Sometimes the universe has to come into your life and flips upside down to make it happen. However it manifests in your life, just embrace it. Embrace the path. Take notes and make sure that you're paying attention. What decisions have led to where? All right, guys, listen, I'm going to end the reading there, man. It's 11:11. You guys have a beautiful day. You guys want to book a private session, there's going to be links to book a session down here, up in the link in the bio, or over here in the comments section. Guys, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your mortality.